Hey, what's up guys, I'm Praetorian and welcome back to Crusader Kings 3 as we're playing with the Tours and Tournaments expansion as Toulouse. Alright, so we left off in this war here, but before we continue that, because our character is getting kind of old, a few people wanted to look at the succession. And it's as you'd expect. You know, our son is the first to inherit, and then all his children, our grandchildren, are next. Now, if our character doesn't die soon, then we might want to try and tutor Guilhem here, our grandson. As of right now, it's fine. We'll wait a few years and see if our character survives that. And if he does, then maybe we'll ask our son if we can, become the educator for our grandson. Now, the inheritance for the Kingdom of France, there was one interesting thing that I noticed here when I was looking around before we got started here, is that his heir, Prince Philip here, is our brother-in-law. So he's the eldest son of the current King Philip, and he's married to our sister-in-law. So basically he's married to the sister of our wife. So yeah, we'll be, through marriage, through multiple marriages, related to the future king here. Also, somebody asked about the succession in Jerusalem, so we're just going to look at everybody's succession here. Somebody's wondering if we killed him, if maybe we would inherit, maybe we had to kill a few people. No, it actually goes out of our dynasty. As I was saying before, as of right now, our dynasty will not keep control of the kingdom, since he shows no interest in getting married and having any further children. He's a Crusader king, but yeah, maybe he's just trying to avoid spreading the lover's pox. Maybe all those blisters and infection are making it unpleasant. Those type of acts. You can see that we would have an issue here with Count Ricard, who has these titles here, if he was to succeed. So yeah, overall, we don't want to mess with the succession in Jerusalem at all. We'll just leave it as is, and maybe he'll get married and have kids. Probably not, though. Alright, so remember, we're going to finish up the siege, and once we're done, that'll be the end of the war. Now, I did notice that we have another secret on the king. We had those two. We still have the other one. So we might use that to get a hook on him. Now, we did seize another lucky rabbit's paw. Okay, maybe we'll give that one to our son, since there's no reason to have two of these. I'm going to increase his prowess. So we got a little bit of money from this, so that's helpful. Also, got ourselves a prisoner. So all that really matters here, we got a bunch of people in our dungeons, is if we had anybody that would be giving us a war score from prisoners, which means we'd give them back after the war, which is not the case, so it's not a problem. Let's go and enforce our demands. We've taken over the county here. We are over our domain holding limit, so we could give it to this count here. Oh, he's not doing so well. Looks like his mom might end up inheriting the title here. Lowborn woman. We'll see if he lives long enough to get married and have kids. So maybe we don't want to give it to him. That's basically the same as giving it to his mother. But yeah, we'll find maybe a knight that would be good to grant this to. So we don't want to give it to another acclaimed knight. Also, yeah, he's an older guy. I mean, we could let him retire. Then we'd have to find another acclaimed knight, which we don't really have anybody to take possession of that title right now. Unlike before, where we did have somebody that could succeed to it, even if they didn't have a good secondary. They couldn't fill in that secondary role. We won't be giving a title to this guy, but you know who really deserves a title? Here, Raymond. He's a lowborn, though. I don't know if we raise him up. I feel like he deserves it. Like, he's fought for us, both as a knight and as our commander. He's on the Crusades. I mean, if anybody is worthy to be given a noble title, it's Pierre Raymond. So you know what? Let's give him the title. I feel like he's earned it. So let's go and grant this to him. And this should make him like us a lot more. He'll be a glory hound. It's not surprising there. We could keep it and give him a different title. Let me just take a look real quick. I didn't even consider if this is one we wanted to keep or not. Well, the development isn't high. It does have the 3 buildings, and these are ones that grant good money, but of course we got to get the control all the way up. Yeah, I really don't think that's our best option, guys. Let's go ahead and get rid of this one. I think that's clearly the one we should get rid of. Let's go and grant it to him. There you go. Beautiful. All right, so he's now our vassal. He'll continue to be our commander and our knight. Let's go to disband our armies. And we're going to let it play through the month and see if our powerful vassals change, because I actually wanted to make an adjustment in our within our council. Yeah, we don't need to do that. We'll just get the opinion bonus. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look here, because remember, we have the mayor as spy master, and it's been helpful having a good spy master, but we actually do have the countess here who doesn't have a position. So let's go ahead and give this to her. And you notice that our chancellor, his diplomacy is no longer amazing. I knew that this guy sucked at everything. The reason why his diplomacy was so good was because of his former spouse. She had a diplomacy at 25. So he's probably using her here in the council with the diplomacy focus, and that's where he was getting that increase to his diplomacy. That makes perfect sense. I know he was not very good at that. In fact, it's much lower here. He's getting a +4 from his current spouse. It's interesting that he seems to be marrying for the diplomacy. Anyways, that's what happened there. I knew that he sucked. Yes, the prisoners. We need to see if we can't get some money from these prisoners. I'm not seeing any that can be ransomed. But yeah, we'll see what we can get from these characters here. Alright, so this is one of our knights. This is his wife. Okay. Yeah, let's is that the guy we recruited from the war? No, that's definitely not. How did she end up in our prison? Well, let's just go ahead and gain the weak hook, let her go. And then we've got another prisoner here. He's got a decent marshal. He's actually got some really good stats. We're probably just gonna, he's not a good knight. We don't really have a role for him. So we'll just get the weak hook. Release him. This character here, probably same thing, just get the weak hook. Yeah, and he's got some decent stats. Yeah, just get rid of all these guys. As long as they're good Catholics, I see no reason to keep them in prison here. And I think, yeah, the majorities of these we got from this conflict. These ones have been in our prison for a little while longer, though. And then this last character, yeah, same deal. We'll just get the weak hook. So just clear the prison out. We're not having to feed all these folks. Not that that's a real mechanic in the game. And we got the chronicle writing. All right, excellent. And we were just looking at the succession. So King Philip has died, and now we have King Philip II, who again we are related to. It's kind of a bummer I didn't get that hook before he died. We could have used that to change up our... maybe we can... Hey, we could have changed up our contract. Let's move her over here. Maybe the new king's got a secret. He's young, but not so young that he doesn't have secrets. So yeah, now we're related to the king distantly through multiple marriages. But yeah, still the CKIII Dynasty currently on the throne. And what is this here? Oh yes, he'll have a new council as well. And he's going to invite us as a spy master, which makes perfect sense. So let me just see what this item is that we currently have. It's oh yes, the lucky rabbit's paw. Let's go and grant that to our son. He'll get that bonus. His prowess is currently 16. He's a pretty damn good knight here, and he's got sore muscles, probably from training or whatever, that is taking that down some. All right, so let's go ahead and grant him the lucky rabbit's paw. There we go, beautiful. So that'll boost him up a little bit to 18. So he is a better knight, and he'll start getting prestige as well. All right, so an alliance being offered from our nephew. Again, this is an Aragon, so we're just going to decline that. So we're waiting to get to the 200 gold. We'll see if we can get there. before our character dies here. You know, often when I start expecting a character to die, they end up living way longer than anticipated. So watch that be the case here. We lived to like 70 or something like that. We'll just wait and see, guys. But hopefully we get to go to the pilgrimage, because I think it's fitting for our character. So we're going to try and get that 200 gold. We're not going to spend any more money unless, you know, we kind of have to due to an event. And she was not able to find any secrets. I do not believe there's not any secrets in Paris. We've seen, when we had a good spy master, that there are a lot of secrets in Paris. Okay, so that's not us. France that's at war with England. They had similar color here, so I was thinking maybe. Yeah, this is a different conflict that's going on. Is it England that's involved? No, it looks like just Normandy. And the Knights Templar have been founded. So what's interesting there, besides, you know, being able to utilize them as men-at-arms that you can hire, some mercenaries, for like holy wars. And these guys rebelled again. It's always this here area that seems to rebel. But yeah, you can also have like your sons, if they're good knights. They can, you know, go and join the knightly orders. Especially if they're not set to like inherit anything. We did learn of a seeker here. Okay. She's a lover with somebody. Who? Because yeah, that might be useful. Okay, just some guy. He's a nobody. Never mind. Alright, we'll keep her there. I knew there were secrets. There's probably plenty more secrets in Paris. And it looks like we might be able to get the money. It's 200. Although it could end up being more expensive than that. So we might want to save a little bit more. And our rival's dead. So we lost a little bit of stress. We didn't have any stress though. That's that rival that I do not remember where we got the rivalry with him from. I can't recall. So our options here are the convert faith and county progress speed. We don't really have any other religions around us. You know, we're not like in Iberia or, you know, over there in the Holy Land. So not very helpful. Religious relations efficiency plus 20%. I guess we'll go for that. But let's see what the next bonuses are here. Yeah, that's also for the conversion. This is realm priest opinion. You're not really going to get some good bonuses until you get down to these ones, which I'd be really surprised if we get to. So let's go and move down this branch here. It does seem to be the more useful one, though the profit one seems pretty good. Monthly piety per night. Yeah, that one seems decent. But yeah, I think this branch, I mean, we're just going down it for the role play. I don't even, you know, a lot of these events are pretty new to me because I don't go down this branch very often because I don't really find it to be a great one. And it's good for role play, of course, but overall, it's not one of the better branches in the learning. You know, you have the one that drastically increases your health. That one's pretty useful if you want your character to live a long time, which, you know, usually you do. But then there's also the Scholar one, which has some pretty nice bonuses as well. And just overall is a bit better than the Theologian one, I think. I think that's probably the weakest of the three. So we have the 219. Let's give it another month here. Just finish up this month to get a little bit more, and then we'll see how much this is going to cost us exactly. We'll keep her there, finding secrets. And an alliance negotiation. This is our grandson through who? Oh, interesting. He gave him a title. This is Guilhem. Surprising that he gave him a county. Did he inherit it? He must have inherited it or something, right? Let's just take a look at the title history. No, he granted that title to his son. I mean, that's interesting. Like, from a player perspective, it's one way to make sure that when your son inherits, you have more titles. But yeah, having a baby inherit a title is usually not the wisest direction to go. So he does have his charming childhood trait here. I wonder if we can ask for him now for us to manage him. we'd have to use our hook. Interesting, because our son would not have a hook on him. Now, he is the father, so perhaps more likely to be brought into, more likely to accept it, I should say. But we don't know for sure. Sometimes babies just don't want to, comply with the wishes of their parents and grandparents. So, you know what, let's use this hook to get the guardianship, so at the very least we can set up what his education is going to be. It's a bummer he got the charming one, though. Isn't it the same one that his father has? Or had, I should say. Pretty sure it is. So yeah, let's go ahead and offer the guardianship here. Because we don't know how long we'll live. There's that alliance as well. Let's go ahead and accept that. No reason not to accept an alliance with our grandson here. But yeah, let's go ahead and get his education set up. You can't do that yet. Maybe it's 5 that you can do that. Yeah, it might be 5. I don't know. I thought you could do it as soon as, whenever. Well, maybe not. Yeah, it might be a certain age. But anyways, I'm not sure what we'll do yet with that. Because the choices are going to be espionage or diplomacy. And his father's diplomacy and we're espionage. So, yeah. Obviously not the one I wanted for him. Now, we could go with something else. You don't have to go with the one that fits his childhood trait. It just means he's less likely to do well. Looks like this is a big rebellion that just happened. Yeah, this looks like a significant rebellion. Let's just take a look. He is, this is for another character taking over the kingdom. And as you can see here, he has more troops. Countess Elizabeth is involved. Ooh, that's not good. She could end up losing her titles or something like that. If they lose. But it does seem like they're going to win this. He has no allies. He just came in here. Well, he does have this ally. And if he comes into the war, then that changes things. We'll see what happens here. Right now, the king is in trouble. Now, we don't really have any dog in this fight, honestly. I mean, who's this guy that's going to be taking over? Let's take a look real quick. And yeah, we'll keep her there. We don't really have much for her to do here. Yeah, let's just take a look at this character. So it's in the same dynasty. Is this his brother? This is his brother. Okay. So as far as the stats, clearly the current king is the better one. Interesting. He's brave, greedy, and temperate. The current king is generous, arrogant, and impatient. The generous might be beneficial for a vassal. Yeah, I don't know. I suppose it doesn't really matter that much to us, but seems like it's already decided. It does look like the king's going to lose this, and his brother's going to take his title. Oh yes, I was going to show his memories. So let's go and pause this so I remember to do so. And then we got this event about memories. So record a memory. Some moments must be recorded forever. The time that I became friends with Duchess Ennis of Toulouse is one of them. Such an incredible memory must be preserved for all time. It looks like this can quickly become a costly endeavor. Of course, because I forgot to spend our money here. I wonder if the artifact's any good. We're diligent, so we wouldn't say we have no time for this. We're just trying to keep ourselves busy, I suppose. Yeah, we'll do it. We still have the 200, I suppose. So it's not better than the ones we currently have. So we probably shouldn't have spent the money on that. But I mean, yeah, we kind of had to with our traits. And that it's a tome that retells the story of where we became friends with our wife, which apparently is really important to us. Alright guys, so let me just take a look at this activity. So we know exactly how much we need. Because we need 200 to fire it off. And it's going to be a pious pilgrimage. You can also do the worldly pilgrimage. Some event options will allow sightseeing actions. Taking these earns a tiered multicultural modifier on completion. We're going to go with the pious one. Some event options will allow especially pious actions. Taking these earns increased extra piety on completion. So it's going to be determined based on where we go. That's why I was saying that we would need more money. It looks like it's going to be 26 in any of these closer locations. You want to go all the way to the Holy Land, which we've already been to. It's going to be 78. But you notice it's 150% piety activity reward compared to the 50% that you get at these locations here. I almost feel like we'd go to Rome. Our character's never been there before. We've been in the Holy Land. See, I'm thinking probably go to Rome. But yeah, we don't have money to go. Oh, it's only 114 here. Okay, so maybe the 200 was just the estimated cost. That's what it seems like. And we could even pay more if we wanted to go faster, but it kind of seems like it defeats the purpose a little bit, going fast. So we did go up along the coast, it looks like. I'm fine with that path. So we're going to take a look here at what option we want to go with for our intent. Reflection. You've adopted a mindful approach to your journey and will be looking for opportunities to relieve stress. Altruism. You seek to improve the lives of others by looking for opportunities to take altruistic actions. Or zealotry, which probably the one we should go with, right? You're particularly firm in your beliefs and will be looking for opportunities to share your conviction with others. Yeah, let's go with that one. I do want to look at the stance here. It's a strange stance. Yeah, we'll go with this one. Zealotry. And then these are really where the cost can really step up here. So let's see if we can pay for this. So this is your fidelity. So travel speed's unaffected. Piety rewards on completion are unaffected. We can't actually tick that down. You gotta be impatient, or your faith has to have a mandatory pilgrimage doctrine. And we can't go with this one either, because you have to be a pilgrim or be patient. So that's the only option, no extra cost. And then we have the pomp. So you could do the humble. Bring no one from your court, making the travel dangerous, and you join a train of 7 random pilgrims. And much more piety is earned on completion. You actually save money as well. Appropriate. Bring in bodyguards or good knights, perhaps a friend. Ceremonial. You get more piety earned on completion. So all these options look like they're going to increase your piety. So we'll also bring attendants and pious hangers on. And then 10 random pilgrims join your train or throng. Well, we don't have money to do the ceremonial. So clearly we should just do this option. Let's keep it cheap and effective. Yeah, I like this. I think this is a good way to do it. So let's go. So yeah, we would have checked that. We would have known that we could have went much sooner. But it seems like now is the time to go. And did you guys notice that our regent is our younger son here? Very interesting. I thought he was in another court. So we're going to have him promote authority. Let's have him fill the coffers, as usual. And he was loyal, right? I mean, he should be. Yeah, selfless loyalty here. Alright, so off we go. So far, no events. Here's our first one, and it's one that we've seen before. Okay, so let's go with the come now, you surely too can make amends. That's what we went with last time. Not a good chance of success, though. It looks like it could really mess up our relationship with the bishop. Should be unfortunate. Yeah, I think it's the one that makes most sense for us, and maybe we'll be successful. Nope. We're not, but it was him that left. And he was our caravan master as well. So this probably is going to go well. We're back to being the head of the dynasty because the king of Jerusalem died. He did get married, and he did have a son. Wow, last minute, guys. That's interesting. So the king is a baby. A newborn baby. A little over a month old. Interesting. So, as of right now, the throne of Jerusalem is going to stay in our dynasty. We'll see what happens. He's very young. A lot of things can happen to a young baby. But yeah, we'll see. Lost some of our prestige here, unfortunately. Yeah, not a lot of travel events for this pilgrimage. Before tours and tournaments, pilgrimage would get you far more events when you went on them. Very interesting. We haven't had any. I know we'll get some once we get to our destination, but yeah, you'd expect some on our way there. Well, that's not been the case though. I mean, you know, no special ones anyway. That one that we got before was just a regular one. I don't think we've seen this one. I've had this nagging sensation for a while now. My pilgrimage has turned out to be more hazardous than I anticipated. Or maybe I simply haven't endured enough trials to prove myself worthy of the Lord's protection just yet. Has it been? I haven't seen any hazard yet. I have, however, spotted a few impressive individuals in the local settlement of Livorno who would surely improve the safety of the pilgrimage in a hands-on manner. So we could say I should hire a couple of them for my pilgrimage, and your pilgrimage will become more pious because of our armed pilgrimage tenants here. Lose 65 gold. We'll get increased safety. Could instead just hire one guy for half the price. He's a good knight. That's certainly formidable. Or no, I have faith in God. And our pilgrimage becomes more pious. We get 100 learning lifestyle experience, and we gain the divine protection. I think this is the one we do as a zealous, brave character. I think that makes the most sense here. And this we'll have for 10 years as well. Diplomacy per devotion level goes up, but intrigue goes down. You know, we got great intrigue and low diplomacy, so that's helpful, plus we get more piety. So yeah, we'll go with that one. And we'll have to see where we're at now. We're at 7 here, but down to 10 for intrigue. Yeah, intrigue has gone down by a lot. Alright, so tempting fruit. Well, when it's this wording here, I think we always go with this one and also look at who it is. So yeah, let's let them eat it. And of course, it reinvigorated the body and mind. Of course it did. Because it's him. So he got more prowess. I mean, he's one of our knights, so I mean, it's a good thing. And looks like our son has won that rebellion. Put down the rebellion. See how the king's doing. Probably horribly. Yeah, just the same old events, guys. Nothing unique here. We'll just keep going for the same options here. But yeah, he's doing okay considering the circumstance, but it looks like he did pull in Jannotte. I think that's who he was allied with, right? Jannotte? Let me just double check here. Yeah. And it looks like he did pull them in because, yeah, you can see that they're there. So we have arrived. All roads lead to Rome. Pilgrims flock to Rome from all over the Christian world. Some follow the Via Francigena. Other takes less well-known paths. In the end, we all converge here at St. Peter's Basilica, where the great man himself was put to rest. Standing here with the other pilgrims, I sense a feeling of solemn unity and fellowship shared amongst the gathered, all having overcome various trials and tribulations along their journey. I don't really feel like we overcame that many trials and tribulations, but sure. And just the same old stuff we get with any kind of traveling. But yeah, this is the piousness achieved. We're at 13 at the moment. So the first level here, decent pilgrimage, will get us 10% piety activity reward and 5 experience points for the pilgrim trait. At the last level, that's what you get. Okay. So this will gain us the pilgrim trait. We'll lose stress. We don't have stress at the moment. Oh, what happened to him? Oh, okay. He's got the scaly. I thought he was sick or something. So maybe that's why he came with us. Alright, so we have the pilgrim trait. Increasing our piety, our travel speed, and our travel safety. Also increases opinion with any zealot vassals. And just kind of show what that gives you as we boost it up. So the learning's nice. Monthly piety's nice as well. And yeah, you get some opinion boosts. We gained 50 piety and lost some stress because we observed a good omen. The markets of Vaticano are bustling with merchants shouting in languages I'd never heard, and selling spices that I'd never tasted. The guide of the pilgrim learned the safest routes, discovered the marvels of Vaticano. Most want to just call it the Vatican because I'm not entirely sure that's how this is pronounced. One of them yells, waving a small book in my direction. So you can say, I'll take one, pay 5 gold. We'll become the owner of the Pilgrim's Guide. Increasing diplomacy and piety. I'm getting a lot of little trinkets that are helpful. That's not a bad one. And we'll also get the local expert as well. Increasing our travel safety. Or you say, God shall guide me. Yeah, I think this one makes most sense, guys. I mean, this is a pretty good guidebook, and you're only paying 5 gold. Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's the best option, but yeah, I think this is the one our character would go for. So that's the one we will go with. And it'll have the bonus of increasing our piousness of this activity. Alright, so we made a friend, Count Ricard, from this event here. We'll read it in a minute. Something happened over here with our regent. He fails the skim from mandate. He tried to obtain gold for himself. What? Wow. Really? He's a monk. So I'm drinking alone in the tavern when I suddenly see my friend Count Ricard sit down across from me. Is he here on the pilgrimage? He is not. So why is he in Rome? Just doesn't make any sense. I quickly make my way over and we spend the rest of the night drinking together. He really knows how to have a good time. So now we're friends with the Count. That's our marshal as well. Okay. So we'll take it, even if it's not. Doesn't make sense. Alright, so as we listen to the morning prayers, Bishop, I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that, and I have lively discussions that quickly divert into theological matters. It'd be foolish to say that having been made flesh means that Christ inexplicably and incomprehensibly became man from the Word, having united together hypostatically? I don't think I've ever seen that word before. But as Nestorius himself said, Christ the man could also be made divine, son by grace and not by nature. So you say, I will not listen to this blasphemous nonsense. We'll get more piousness here on this pilgrimage. We'll also gain some pious. But the bishop will be insulted. Okay, so I'm not totally sure who this guy is here. Bishop down in Italy, though. We instead go with this learning challenge. Not a great chance of success here. Or we say, well said, my friend. Let's go for a walk now. Yeah, we're not going to go with that. Yeah, this is El's character. Let's go with this one. And we don't care if we piss off this random bishop here. He's wrong. He's speaking blasphemy. And it does look like the king is going to lose this war. I don't know why I clicked on him to see it when it's like right here. To see what his percentage was there. So, repentance in Roma. As I walk into the church, a formidable guilt comes upon me. The light illuminating the altar like a sunny summer day is so dense that I feel like I could touch it. What kind of life am I living? What kind of duke could I be, or father or son? If I don't change my contrite nature, the only light I'll see will be that of the fires of hell. That's interesting that it's about our guilty conscience here. So we say, here I am born a new man. And, you know, we're gaining stress, but the zealous trait is actually resulting in us gaining less stress. And this countess here will lose their disputed heritage. Okay, I don't even know who this character is. Who is she? Okay, yeah, I'm not entirely sure who she is. We have a secret on. Oh, okay, maybe we're losing the secret? Yeah, I think that's what it is. We're losing the secret. I just didn't read it fully. So yeah, we can go with that option. Or we can say, well, then I may as well enjoy it for the time being. Yeah, this is clearly the one that we're going to go for. I was hoping we'd get rid of the contrite, but that wasn't the case. I was becoming more pious. That's good. Conclusion. As our time at this sacred site draws to an end, I feel reassured that while I may not have been the most pious pilgrim out there, I have proven my dedication to the Lord in more ways than one. This being my first pilgrimage, and while no pilgrimage is exactly alike, I feel confident that I am more familiar with what to expect from this type of spiritual journey in the future. So we got the first tier level. So that's the 5 experience and 10% reward. And so we're going to start back home. We got 525 piety, so this gained a lot of piety, as the pilgrimages should. We also got 10 trade experience for that pilgrim trait. And we got the determined pilgrim, increasing our monthly piety per night. Alright, excellent. So we finish it up. So now we got to make our way back home. And let's see how we're doing on moving towards Paragon of Virtue. So the Paragon of Virtue is the second to the last. So I doubt we'll get to that last one. But yeah, we're pretty close to this one here. Other people's pastures, we've seen this event as well. So we could go with this one here. 45% chance we're going to get a ton of stress. It's a stewardship challenge. Let's see if we can improve things around here. I almost feel like because we're on a pilgrimage. I think we went with this one last time. You know, I almost feel like we should do this one here because we're on a pilgrimage. So why would we not be like trying to help people along the way, you know? So yeah, we'll go with this one. And we were successful, and the Pope became our friend. Well, that doesn't happen often. You don't often befriend the Pope. That's not the Pope. Here we go. So the Pope's now our friend here. And our son was taken prisoner by who? What happened? Is this from this rebellion? No? Is he involved in the rebellion? What happened? Alright, so... Wow. Our son is going to be deposed. Because, you know, he's going to lose this war. Although... What's interesting is they don't have 100% despite the fact that he was captured. Yeah, that's strange. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what's going on with this here. It's just between these two. I don't even know how he got captured in the first place. He only got 399 dudes. Yeah, that's weird. I mean, he should easily be able to win this war. But why did he not get the 100% for capturing him? Like, he should have, right? Yeah, that's interesting. But yeah, this would have resulted in him losing the title and it going to his son, our grandson, instead. Alright, so we got some secret here. But yeah, we can't seem to change his education yet. Yeah, maybe we can't do that. Because yeah, he's 5 now. Is it 6 that you change the education? We can ask our head of faith for gold. That's always helpful. We do lose opinion with the zealots. We get 186 gold, and he's our friend, so like, hey buddy. We could use that. We can pay their ransom to get our son out of prison. I don't know if it's going to be necessary, because it seems like he's going to win this conflict. I mean, yeah, he's currently winning. He's got the 50% war score from winning that battle, and then he's about to do the siege. Oh, so that's what it is. I didn't even bother to check who was imprisoning him. He's been imprisoned by a completely different guy. How did he get imprisoned by this guy? I'm not sure. This guy is not the guy. You know, maybe he... I was going to say maybe he, like, sieged down his capital or something, but, you know, because of this war against France, against the king, but no, that's not it either. I'm not entirely sure how he got imprisoned by this guy, but he is not the one who's rebelling against him. That's the reason why he didn't get any points here. So yeah, we can ransom him out of prison. It seems like something we probably do. Kind of sucks we just got this money from the Pope here, and we're going to give it to this other guy here. He might be able to ransom himself, though. He's got the money to ransom himself. And another of the duel demanded. Let's check these damn memories, guys, because I'm never going to do it. I wanted to show you guys all the memories. Let's kind of go through here so you guys remember this pretty incredible journey we've had with this character here. Let's kind of scroll through here. You guys can pause and read it if you want to remember anything, or if you missed an episode or something. Yeah, those are our character's memories. Alright, so with this one, we're going to keep doing the same option we always do. Our prowess is much lower than usual. Well, it's still 14, though, despite all that penalty from the old age. But still, it's only a 43% chance that we're going to win. But yeah, we'll go with it. And it looks like he won the fight. And our friend, the Pope, did give us that money. Excellent. So we can go ahead and spend that. Probably improving our capital. So we can go ahead and boost this here. Increasing the levies we get. And the damage there. We could also boost one of these other provinces, though. I don't know if we're going to be able to hold on to these, honestly. And once we become our son, though. So it kind of makes sense to boost Toulouse up. And it rhymes. Boost Toulouse. So we're going to go with that. Let's go ahead and get the next level there. And you know, those ones are more expensive. So when you got the money, might as well do it. And a knight errant. So again, same old events here that we've seen before. And we're just going to keep on going with the same options. And we did kill the beast. And so I think he might end up joining our court. Yeah, he's our knight now. He's okay. But yeah, we got a bonus here to knight effectiveness. Flawed fare. So he's in charge of our food supplies. I don't know why we put him in charge of our food supplies. He's not the smartest guy. But he sheepishly revealed our provisions are now all but useless, having been poorly stored. I'm pretty sure we've seen this event before. So you can say it's just a bit of mold, 50% chance that we get ill. Nature will provide for us. That's a learning challenge. 10% chance we die, 55% chance that we get ill. Or go to the locals around here must have something, just gonna loot and pillage. Let's go with this one. I mean, you know what? I was gonna go with this one. And our character would go with any of these. I feel like neither of them particularly made sense for the trait. Oh, this is a 55% chance of being ill, 10% chance you die, so only a 35% chance of a decent outcome. Let's go with that one, and we're not gonna die. I love our character to live as long as possible. I like this character. I do want to move on to the next one, of course. It's always fun to move to a new character, but... And our liege has now got the limited crown authority. Okay. That's not going to stop this rebellion, man. So we did return home. We finished up our pilgrimage. And we're no longer sharing power with our son. I'm just surprised he's here, because he was in somebody else's court. He's still over there. He just came over to us just to do, to serve as regent. I didn't know the characters could come from outside your realm and be your regent. That's interesting. I don't think I've seen that before. So yeah, still waiting for our son to resolve this. Yeah, I'm wondering why he's not paying for himself. Maybe he's just being refused. I'm not entirely sure. And there's a hunt activity for us to participate in. Must be kind of far because I'm not seeing it anywhere. It's over here. That's not that bad. 53 days? Sure. Why not? Let's go ahead and participate in this hunt. I know we just got back from our journey, but it's fine. Very close to not arriving there in time. It's not important enough to spend more money on. I think this is fine, guys. So let's start it up. So yeah, we just got back and we're already going out again. We're a busybody, man. We're diligent. We got a lot of work to do. So you can gain a secret on the Queen Mother. Yeah, we don't need to do that. We certainly don't need to pay for it. Yeah, we'll just go with this one. Get the opinion increase. And we can go to the end of the month here. Do this last event. Then we'll have to end the episode. So yeah, again, another one that we've seen many times. So we'll go with this option here. Our dread is still sitting at 100, of course. It doesn't deplete. Don't really need that for the dread, but we got more piety. And getting close to that Paragon of Virtue. We're earning 6.12 per month. Far more than the prestige that we currently earn per month. But yeah, unfortunately, we do have to end the episode here. I actually have another video I got to record right after this for this weekend here. Or it should be releasing on this weekend, here on Sunday. So you have to watch out for that, unless something that delays me from being able to release it. But yeah, there should be another video today, guys, which some of you guys might really enjoy. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and end it off here. If you enjoyed this one, make sure you leave a like on it, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave comments. do hope to see you on the next one. And thanks for watching.